This is your Daily 10. Calculator, video 11. Make sure you pause the video and attempt each question before you watch the solution. Here's your first question. So for this question it's asking us a couple of things. The first one is we need to pick out which two of these shapes are congruent. Well, congruent simply means that the two shapes are identical in every single way. The two shapes that we've got that must be exactly the same are C and B. The reason being they've both got sides of 5 and 3 with the exact same angle in between them. So for this we'd circle B and C. Now part B of the question has asked us what the reason for this is. Well, as I mentioned before, the reason is because they both have the same two sides here and here with the same angle in between. So because it's side then an angle then a side that's the same in both, we would circle SAS, which stands for side, angle, side. Here's your next question. So here all we need to do is expand and simplify this double bracket. So we need to do y times y, which is y squared, y times minus 4, which is minus 4y, then 5 times y, because the 5 is a plus it becomes plus 5y, and then positive 5 times minus 4, positive times a negative, gives us minus 20. That gets us 1 for expanding. Then to simplify we would have y squared minus 4 plus 5 is 1, but we wouldn't write 1y, we would just have to put y and then minus 20 at the end. Here's your final question for this video. You do need to make sure that you show every element of working for this question because there are a lot of different bits. It also normally helps out if you try and write what you are doing and what each little number that you've calculated actually represents. So here it's saying that there's a lucky dip. Tickets cost 50p for people to buy, and these are the two different criteria that you've got if you want to win a prize. So there's 750 tickets altogether from 1 to 750. Thomas has sold all of the winning tickets and some of the losing ones. It's also told us that he's made a profit. Now that therefore means after taking off the number of tickets and taking off the number of the amount of money that is spent giving out the prizes, he still has £163 left from all the other sales of losing tickets. So what we need to do is as follows. If we start with the tickets ending in 00, well there's 7 of those altogether. So there's tickets for 100, 200, 300 and so on up to 700. So there's 7 tickets. Each of those we've had to pay out £12. So 7 times 12. Don't forget it's a calculator paper. We do 7 times 12, which is £84. Now that's money that Thomas has given away for the prizes, so we have lost £84. For these tickets, well, if we're going on the idea that the tickets end in a 5, we need to work out how many numbers from 1 to 750 end in the number 5. Well, there's a couple of ways of thinking about this. The quickest way in my mind is to imagine each of the tickets ends in one of these numbers, 0 up to 9. Because there are 10 different numbers that the ticket can end in, and obviously because we know the numbers from 1 to 750 go in the correct order that numbers do, each of these will appear the same number of times at the end of the number. So if we want all the tickets that end in 5, that is 1 of the 10 possible endings. So we know that actually 1/10 of 750, which is 75, so it's 75 tickets that end in a 5. With each of those 75 tickets has a cash prize of £1.50. If we do 75 times £1.50, again, use your calculator, that's £112.50 that Thomas has lost. So he represents a loss there as well. What we've now got is to try and work out how many tickets he must have sold to cover both of these losses and also still get him this £163 profit. So altogether he needs to have made £163 plus the 84 that he gave away plus the £112.50 that he gave away. That's how much he must have made altogether. That was his sales. So if you add all of those together, it gives you an answer of £359.50. With each ticket cost 50p, as it says up at the top of the question, to work out how many tickets he's sold to make that much money, we would have to do £359.50 divided by that 50p. This gives us a grand total of 719 tickets sold. Now the question wants us to find out how many of the losing tickets did he sell. Well, at that point then, winning tickets, there were 7 winning tickets here and 75 winning tickets that ended in 5. So altogether, that's a total of 82 winning tickets. So to find the number of losing tickets, it's simply going to be the difference between these two. So he sold 719 altogether, 82 of them won. So 719, take away 82, 637, and that is the number of losing tickets. So we put 637 as our final answer.